All right, I'm going to continue on trying to crack this. Last time I was cracking the villains talking to each other, which was right over here, right? Some sort of back into action, into the Terminator bit. Visor. Fight continues. Hero moment. Probably throw a nice watermelon over top of this later on. Now we're into this part. Okay, so we just had our hero moment. Okay. I'm gonna watch this next bit with the video sound on. Ah, right. Cap! Okay, so it starts off. Cap's in a bad place. It's tense. I'm gonna make it out. Slow-mo. Looks like we can start the slow-mo at measure 68 in this part. Let me add some measures to my finale sheet music. I'm going to go ahead and just add 32. So we know that downbeat of 68 is where slow-mo starts. I'm going to go ahead and mark that. And I didn't put down yet. Oh, okay, check this out. We've got 4 measures of okay. It's interesting that we have that hero moment, but the sound of a gunshot in another part of the room is happening on the downbeat of 58. So I was originally through this bar of 2/4 in so that on the bar of 4/4 we would get into the chief. But the danger for the chief is happening as soon as this bar happens. So you know what? I'm gonna remove these and let's go ahead. I'm gonna put these chords in there into my finale file, which is here and here. What is that? I'm doing a E flat minor. It's about that. I could probably hold that D flat through 58. I'm just not going to resolve to the E flat minor because danger has not passed. You don't want to resolve. Totally random. And I'm just gonna enharmonically spell these so that I don't get super confused later on to be like, why is there an F sharp in my E flat minor chord? E flat minor, we got, that's technically our C flat and our D flat, followed by a B minor. Finale always does this annoying thing. They're like, simplify spelling. I'm like, no, I'm a weirdo. I want to read C flat. I don't want to read B natural. Okay. Go ahead and make that change so that I'm just going to click and drag my notes. Downbeat. Oh, actually, you know what? I changed the chord, didn't I? You know what? I'm just going to re-record this. Here we go. So I'm just going to live in B minor here. Again, I'm throwing things at the wall, seeing what sticks. Sometimes it doesn't stick, sometimes it does. I'm going to just copy over my two drums that I recorded earlier, those sort of fast-paced toms and taikos. Move those one measure earlier with the gunshot. Oh, hey, that's a happy accident. Check that out. The stop on the downbeat that I had just from copying it over actually hit at kind of a cool point. Like, I was originally planning on keeping this going up until the slow-mo, but take a look at what happens in the film. Yeah, it's kind of like a moment. It goes on it stops on kind of a cool moment, like the shot of they're about to face off, right? So you have like two measures here at 66 and 67. Is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? And heartbeat, right? Is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? And doom 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 doom, boom. Yeah, so two measures of doom 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 cap, and you can see on the waveform it's almost happening right on time, almost, right? Oh, that's cool. I love it when that happens. It's like half the fun of this is kind of falling backwards into moments like this where it's like, oh yeah, that could actually work. But you're not going to find those moments if you don't sit down and just start throwing things at it, you know? That's, what is it? What was it? Picasso always said, inspiration exists, but it must find us working. It's been on my profile quotes for my Facebook page since I was in music school. I want that some sort of thing. I'll start with my sub pure. I'm just playing an F here. Let's quantize those. I want to make sure I get the rhythm established pretty strongly here, because everything will kind of build around that. It's almost too busy, isn't it? I think I only need the first on the downbeat. There might end up being a riser here, and instead of making a new one, I'm just going to copy this one over to sort of see what it sounds like with a riser hitting right on cap. Okay, so I think that peak right there is where the cutoff happens. So let's see. If I hit L, moves the cursor right to the beginning of that region. Okay, all right, yeah, that's good. I might actually keep this riser here and replace the one before, because that just works too. I gotta watch that again. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave the cap and gunshot in silence. I think it works pretty strongly that way. Cap! 72. So and I do actually have a melody that I've used for the chief before. So it's always a solo horn. So I'm scrolling up to that. And this sounds that's always what plays whenever the cap gets like nostalgic for his, it's the old cop cliche of like, oh, my partner, he was 2 weeks away from retirement and shot in the line of duty. Bren, too, as the captain, has just such a funny voice for this character. So I'm gonna record that melody in right here. The whispered, yeah. Oh, all right. What happens after this? I forget.
Tanner.
Call to action.
You and Kit take McGowan. I got her.
Sorry, the keys hitting the ground just cracks me up so much. Again, I know I said it before. I hope they keep it.
Yeah. Tanner.
Go ahead and write that in. I was at 72. I'm protracting it out a little bit, so let's go 1, 2, half note. And it holds that for 3 measures up through 77. Again, I'm just always going back and forth between Cubase and Finale, mostly so I can keep track of everything for myself later on, because who knows. Almost kind of wants maybe an answer after that. Some other instrument can answer. Something like that, right? So I'm feeling that at 75. So the question is, what instrument do we want? I don't think probably one of my cello legato. The horns just played. I'm gonna try that out.
Tanner.
Write down what I just played there. I just did same rhythm, different notes. Like that C flat, because I'm weird. And I basically held that through measure 79, didn't I? No, I don't want that in 78, I want that in 79. All right, take a listen. 1. Okay. And I'm gonna mess with the mod wheel information on this, right? This line down here, because the chilies are coming in pretty hot. So I'm gonna program in kind of a swell, so it's gonna sort of hopefully sneak in a little more. Okay, I'm gonna give it just start a little more. I'm also gonna listen to this without the click so I can hear a little better of what it's gonna sound like. Press C, turn off the click. Let's take a listen.
Tanner, you and Kid take McGowan. I got her.
Okay, and that's the end. So we need something for the plan here, and I think it's not going to be like anything fast, but it's going to be it's a little more methodical, I think. Less primal. Right here, probably at 79.
Tanner, you and Kid take McGowan. I got her.
All right, so up through 86 is kind of where. So downbeat is 79. I'm marking that in my finale here so that this is where I know the drums start. And then up through 86 is going to be him planning. And that's basically the end of this cue for Act 1. Let's take a look.
Tanner.
I'm going to just play around with some of my... go back to my Daiko. How about? Just something real simple.
Tanner, you and Kid take McGowan. I got her.
Okay, so I just played something. I don't think it was really in time at all, but let's take a listen.
Tanner, you and Kid take McGowan.
Not at all. I'm gonna keep the tempo where it is.
Tanner, you and Kid take McGowan. I got her.
Yeah, that works. Oh, the keys sounding is just the funniest thing. It's so Wet Hot American Summer. One more time. Here we go.
Tanner, you and Kid take McGowan. I got her.
Okay, I just got an idea while listening to that for some sort of string thing like and so I'm going to get that down while I'm thinking of it. I ended on what, D flat there? Yeah, I'll do a little Phrygian thing there, almost on the D flat up to the D.
Tanner.
I need to do this. I can't listen to the dialogue while I'm recording this bit, so let's try it out. Okay, let's take a listen to that now with the dialogue. And take a look at the film. Boom.
Tanner, you and Kid take McGowan. I got her.
Yes. Okay, great. I think that's it. I'm going to go ahead and write in that little riff there. So it starts at 79. Let's go ahead and I'm going to throw this on my layer 2. Cool. And I'm going to go ahead and move those to layer 1. Just so it looks nice. I don't know. I can always change it back later.
Tanner, you and Kit take McGowan. I got her.
And I'm I'm a weirdo. I'm thinking of this in D flat minor, so I'm changing these to F flats. I know that's going to drive some of you insane, but that's how my brain works. Deal with it. Cool. You know, I'm going to bulk that up a little bit. Let's throw that. Wonder what it would sound like if I throw the sub on there. Might be too much.
Tanner.
Way too much. Okay, never mind. Worth a shot, right? Okay. Wow. All right. So I have now a skeleton, I believe, for the entire queue. All right. So that got us a 2-minute and 20-second queue. But this is always my first step is, well, second step rather, is just kind of cracking it, right? Sort of mapping out everything and throwing something at the wall that works, right? You can always go back and fix things, but man, you know, just getting that first thing is the hardest thing. So that was my goal.